As Baltimore police investigate this as a homicide,
there is no way on earth that a 2-year-old baby should be gone from a shot wound suffered in a place full of people that love that young person.
On December 17, 2023, in northwest Baltimore, a chain of devastating events occurred, leaving a profound impact on the entire community. Charlee Gamble, a bright and innocent 2-year-old, lost her life in her home just weeks shy of her 3rd birthday. The alleged person responsible, her father, Christopher Gamble, faced charges of 1st and 2nd degree fatality, child ab resulting in passing, and multiple firearm-related charges. This tragic event ignited discussions about firearm safety, the dangers of untraceable, quote, ghost firearms, and the serious consequences of adult negligence in homes with children. On that evening, security footage from Gamble's apartment complex showed him running through the building's lobby with his daughter Charlee in his arms. At approximately 7:03 p.m., he arrived at Sinai Hospital in Baltimore carrying Charlee, who had sustained a wound to her head. The injuries were grave, with the discharge piercing between her eyes. Gamble handed Charlee to medical personnel before leaving the hospital. At 7:14 p.m., he returned to the hospital, this time with the child's mother. His appearance had changed as he now wore a different set of clothes. He left briefly again, only to return at 7:32 p.m., staying this time as police had arrived in response to the call from hospital staff. Sadly, medical staff who had been working to stabilize Charlee ultimately could not save her, and she succumbed to her injuries at 8:14 p.m., leaving Sinai Hospital staff deeply impacted by the case. Upon learning of the incident, Baltimore police initiated a thorough investigation, beginning with the family home on Park Heights Avenue. Police quickly obtained a search warrant to comb through Gamble's apartment and vehicle. Red was discovered in multiple areas, including the entrance to the building, the walls of the apartment's hallway, and inside Gamble's apartment itself. Investigators also noted red and biological material on the floor near a TV stand in the master bedroom. Further investigation revealed a small discharge hole in the bedroom ceiling with a 9mm discharge lodged in the apartment directly above. While they found traces of red and other evidence of the incident, they did not recover any firearms at the scene. Further inquiries led investigators to review additional security footage, revealing a significant clue. During Gamble's second trip to the hospital, he had taken an unexpected detour along Clover Road near a storm drain before reaching Sinai Hospital. Detectives reviewed footage showing him making a brief stop at the drain where he appeared to dispose of an item. This discovery prompted authorities to search the storm drain, where they recovered a 9mm polymer 80 Ghost firearm, a type of untraceable firearm without a serial number. The weapon had a stove-piped cartridge case jammed in its ejection port, suggesting a misfire or obstruction, and contained a loaded magazine with 7 live rounds. Forensic testing confirmed that the discharge recovered from the scene in Charlee's bedroom matched the Ghost firearm found in the storm drain. The tragic passing of young Charlee left a profound impact on her neighbors and community members who are devastated by the news. Residents of the typically vibrant apartment complex described a sudden shift in atmosphere following the incident. Many expressed heartfelt sympathy for Charlee's family, while expressing fear over the increasing violence affecting their community.
WJZ did reach out to the young girl's family, who did not want to speak on camera.
My brother used to live in that building for a while with his kids. That's very concerning to me.
Yoshua Goldfinger has lived in Northwest Baltimore his whole life. Monday, he and his wife, Ann, found out about the heartbreaking news down the street from their home.
We have an almost 3-year-old. He's turning 3 in 2 weeks. So, yeah, no, it definitely hits home.
It's an upbeat building, you know, and everybody now is like sad, you know. You can see it in their face. That's a shame for something to happen like that to a little kid.
And some residents say it's never been worse.
Our kids don't know about half the stuff that goes on around the neighborhood because we have to keep it from them. I don't know what's happening, but I don't know why this is happening now, but I can tell you that it's worse than I've ever seen it since I grew up here.
It's heartbreaking. And well, I'm gonna find out what's going on.
But it's definitely been a very large problem. It's very concerning to the parents around here. I've found a bullet sitting on my front lawn.
Baltimore's Mayor Brandon Scott also commented on the incident, highlighting the serious issue of unsecured firearms in households with children. He urged adults to take greater responsibility for ensuring the safety of minors, especially in settings where firearm ownership is prevalent.
Mayor Brandon Scott addressed the incident.
We should be looking at the adults around that child. There is no way on earth that a 2-year-old baby should be gone from a gunshot wound suffered in a place full of people that love that young person. You can't even fathom the pain that the family and the loved ones are going through right now. This is something that should not have happened, and we have to make sure that any and everybody that could be will be held accountable.
During several police interviews, Christopher gave detectives varying accounts of the events that evening, leading to further suspicion. He admitted that he had purchased the weapon illegally for $600. He explained that he had left the firearm on the TV stand in his bedroom, implying that Charlee might have picked it up out of curiosity and accidentally discharged it. However, the details he provided changed during questioning, further complicating his account and casting doubt on the credibility of his statements. During their journey back to the hospital, Charlee's mother reported that Gamble expressed intense feelings of guilt, repeatedly stating that the tragedy was his fault and expressing a desire to pass away. Her account offered a glimpse into his mental state following the incident, yet investigators questioned whether his remorse reflected regret for his actions or simply a reaction to the legal consequences he faced. The case sparked calls for greater firearm safety education and resources, with Baltimore authorities promoting BeSmartForKids.org to educate families on safe firearm storage. In response to the community's grief, officials also encouraged the use of Baltimore's crisis hotline and local counseling services for those affected. Community organizations began working with schools and centers to promote responsible firearm ownership and mental health support, hoping to prevent similar tragedies. Following the investigation, Gamble was formally charged with multiple counts, including first and second-degree fatality, involuntary manslaughter, child ab, illegal firearm possession, and evidence tampering. His prior conviction in 2021 for second-degree assault legally barred him from possessing a firearm, intensifying the severity of the charges.
It's devastating. A 2-year-old, I feel for the family, our community in general.
Heartbreaking just to hear it.
According to police charging documents, Gamble shot his 2-year-old daughter in the head.
It was sad. I mean, a 2-year-old gonna just get in the full head. Oh no, that's not no. Someone had to do that. because she didn't do it herself.
Police say Gamble later confirmed he and his daughter were alone in the bedroom.
But that's really sad. And I do, hope that get resolved and whoever it is get what they supposed to get.
In February 2024, Christopher appeared in court for a bail hearing before Baltimore City Court Judge Jeffrey M. Geller. Prosecutors argued that he had intentionally attempted to conceal evidence by disposing of the firearm and cleaning his vehicle. The defense, led by Martin Cohen, maintained that the incident was a tragic accident, with Cohen suggesting that Charlee found and manipulated the firearm, leading to the fatal discharge. Whether Charlee had been granted bail has not been made clear. Despite previous arguments, on April 30th, 2024, the prosecution tentatively offered Gamble a plea deal of 20 years in prison, suspending all but 10 years, with 5 years ineligible for parole. This offer included conditions prohibiting Gamble from owning or being near firearms, and also prohibited unsupervised contact with his other children. With this offer being tentative, a 3-day trial was scheduled for September 2024, with defense attorney Sabrina Woods stepping in to represent Gamble during the plea negotiations. On August 23, 2024, Christopher accepted the plea deal, pleading guilty to manslaughter and use of a hand firearm in a violent crime. Baltimore State's Attorney Ivan Bates echoed sentiments expressed since the beginning: the dangers of illegal firearms and the profound negligence involved in leaving such unsecured firearms within children's reach. The court saw this plea deal as a balance between punishment and accountability, while recognizing the irreversible loss Charlee's family had endured. May the family and friends of Charlee Gamble find solace in the happy memories, and may her soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.